Well, I went to town today and bought some bars leak. Read the directions. I should have read directions at the store nap, I guess. But we're gonna give her a whirl on the old 4430. I'm not a real big fan of these, but sometimes work. I know Dad used to use it every now and then, but we'll give her a whirl and see what happens. So far, it's still leaking. We're running mixing here about a minute and a half, so let's see once. It seems to be slower than it was. You can see the steam coming. Well, it's antifreeze making it do that. She ain't by no means hot or anything yet. She ain't been running that long to get hot yet, so. Alright, well, see what it's like in a few minutes. Well, I don't think the bars leak's gonna work. I had my doubts. But sometimes you just like, well, what the heck, give her a try. See what happens. We try different things, different times. You know, one time me and my dad, we tried some, we had a skid loader, had a Bobcat skid loader that had a, I think it was a sticky lifter in it. And Dad went to town and bought some Marvin Mystery Oil. We dumped it in, fired it up. Less than a minute, the knock went away, so. Sometimes you get lucky with stuff, sometimes you don't. Oh well, so we gotta pull the radiator of this one, so. I might swap the 44 or 40s radiator and put it in this one, that way I can keep this one going and now this one's getting fixed. We'll see once what happens here in the next couple days. Hey guys, thought I'd give you a little look inside the hay barn. You know, some people like to see inside old barns and look around a little bit. This barn was rebuilt from a previous barn. It used to sit down on the road. I don't know what year, but it was rebuilt from another barn. And my grandparents and my parents used to milk in this barn. And then my parents built a milking parlor and freestyle barn and moved up into there, and we've been using this barn ever since for calves. So it just kind of turned into a calf barn. But I'll give you guys a view of the hay barn today. It's not much, but good look around. Up there, that used to be like the granary in there. That part there, I remember when I was younger, my mom had chickens in there. But there used to be a window up there. I always like to put a window back in there again someday. But window up there, I put a new one in a few years ago. It's got the track up there for the old hay fork system. Barn driveway there, he always drives right out into the yard. There's not much of a hill there. You can hear the calves bellowing down the stairs. We're weaning some right now, but I think I remember right what Dad told me. They used to get over 8,000 bales in this part here. So that part is new. The floor isn't, but the roof part here is. Last year we had a tornado go through and it pushed the old roof. It was similar in shape to this, but it was lower. My grandpa made and built this part. He built it as cheap as he could, and it showed, and it was starting to get kind of dilapidated. Mom and Dad tinned it, but the tornado came through and then pushed the roof right kind of halfway off the barn, and it was kind of all this laying there in a mess. And then there's a lean-to on all the way across, goes all the whole length of the barn. Got calves in there, and still some boards and stuff laying in here from. We took everything apart. But some calves here. And underneath, it's all. This part here below us is all open for bigger calves, the size smaller than these guys, running around. And I feed them in the feeder there. Come in with the door of the skid loader and just dump a little TMR into them. And there's a manger right along here too. We can feed them hay. But yeah, that part there was built with my grandpa and my dad. Mom and Dad built this lean-to on. I think that was early 80s, like 80-45. This part I don't remember when I was not around then yet, but years ago this part was for the dry cows. I mean, it just milked in the old stanchion barn down below here. But yeah, we made this a little different too. We used to be just 2 service doors up here, and then you could stick an elevator up there. We never did, but usually just threw the bales from here into there. And it was the old part, but I made them guys, and they built this for me. Make the door higher up, because the door used to be, well, the old door is still there. It's just a swing door. It's a double door, which I said is fine anyways. Then I can slide this open, and I can have 2 bales stacked up on top of each other, and then I can set big 3x3s up here, and I can set them in and slide them across the floor with a skid loader, so works pretty good. But, yeah. But, well, let's give you guys look around a little bit, little tour once in a while of the farm. Yeah, we got some big square bales stacked up here this year. Yeah, you can drive on that part with a skid loader, but this part, we got that little case uniloader we're borrowing from a friend of mine. I use that. I set them over there, and I just slide them over that little case loader. We're pretty good. I didn't have very much of a chance to make small squares, so we usually fill this part about halfway up with small squares for calves for the winter. It was a poor year for making dry hay, but I got some straw bales made. Got little squares up there, big squares there. Yeah, well, let's give you guys a little look. Well, I'm just going to add that on to this other video here and take a look. You guys look around too for stuff on the farm. So, well, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.